Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back again with another video. Today is a different kind of video as soon as January 1st hit, you guys know not only is it a new year, new me vibe, but it's the Arsenal transfer window, and we're looking at who Arsenal could potentially sign this month. If I'm being honest with you guys, I don't see Arsenal making a January signing, especially for the fact that we are getting our players back from injury. But with that being said, it doesn't mean that we can't do pre-contracts for players that have 6 months left of their contract for the summer. So that's what this video is going to be about. David Ornstein, Arsenal's finest, Arsenal exclusive. David Ornstein, probably one of the most reliable journalists for Arsenal news. David Ornstein broke news yesterday, and due to the Liverpool game being a priority, I did not talk about it yesterday. But there's a couple of things on the agenda today with first and foremost, Marc Guehi's long-held interest by Arsenal. Most likely a summer option, but the club can do a pre-contract to sign the player. We are also going to be talking briefly about Saka's new 5-year contract extension. The wages are not announced in terms of what his wages will be boosted up for. And then I guess we'll wrap up the stream with a quick look at the Portsmouth game, which is tomorrow. If you're watching this in the UK, it'll be tomorrow for you guys soon, but it's on Sunday for us in the East Coast. Anyway, tomato, let's get straight into the video. Thanks for everyone tuned into the chat. I'm going to cue the intro. I got a good panel here with me today, and we're going to get straight into the video. Hi, Mr. Tom. I just want to say briefly before I introduce the panel here, Mr. Tom, your wrestling show today was incredible. Really well done. Really well put together. Watching back the old wrestling episodes, which was awesome. So great job there with Nighty and Sam Greenwood. Fan favorite Sam Greenwood, I should say. That was a really good show over there. So if you haven't already, please check out Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling. Anthony Herbert, thank you for tuning in. I hope you had a great day today. Friday, your favorite day of the week, and favorite day of the week for a lot of people. Arsenal Perspective, big ups to you as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. And hi, Ashik. How are you doing? What happened? Arsenal humbled us, man. What a disappointing game that second half was. I mean, you guys, if you haven't already seen it, we did do our in-depth breakdown of the game against Liverpool yesterday night. So if you want to watch it on the replay, it'll be somewhere here as my most recent videos. With that being said, folks, let me introduce my panel. Joining me as my co-host for the Arsenal is Bhargav. Bhargav, how you doing today? You're on mute. You're off mute now.
Oh, yeah. No, so the usual. Lots of miles. Enjoying the Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. The FA Cup. I did see the FA Cup games. Those were fantastic.
Yeah, today's FA Cup game, Wrexham and Sean Dycheball. I mean, Wrexham defeated Nottingham Forest on penalty shootout, and MK Dons lost on penalties as well to Oxford United.
That goalkeeper was really good for Wrexham. Okonkwo. He was a.
And I believe former Chelsea player Callum Hudson-Odoi scored the goal to equalize to make it 3-3 for Forest. And then Forest lost on penalties, and it's Omari Hutchinson who missed the penalty. Former Arsenal player Omari Hutchinson who missed the penalty to take Forest through. Guys, without further ado, Jordan joined me yesterday. You guys know him as Jay or Jordan, True Cop by Reds, host of Liverpool fan channel. Jordan's joining me today. This is a player that Liverpool should have signed last summer window that just passed. So right now, Jordan's joining me as a neutral in this case. But we're going to dive straight into the news of David Ornstein breaking news on Arsenal retaining interest for Marc Guehi in the summer. Let me share my screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and then we'll go from there. And I want to hear how you guys feel about this, and do you feel like this is a signing that we could put pen to paper on? So first and foremost, this is the article from David Ornstein. I don't know why this what I've done. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this shows properly. Um, Arsenal retain long-held Marc Guehi interest, most likely as a summer option. AFC discussing Crystal Palace defender. Please keep in mind Guehi has 6 months left on his deal at Crystal Palace. Liverpool still, I feel like they're still monitoring his situation. And you guys heard that Man City, due to the injuries with Diaz and Guardiola requiring surgery, I do think that City are also in the run for someone like Guehi. And as soon as I mentioned City, Lewis, shout out to you, Lewis. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good day. But we are talking about the Guehi news. 25-year-old Cam, England international. He fits right into this team with regards to Guehi. Jordan, don't put the link in the chat, please. Big up, Tyrell. How you doing today, bro? How you feeling today? Hope you had a good day. Not long till Arsenal play Portsmouth away from home. This would be a great signing for us, but more so, do you guys think he will get regular game time in that center back partnership with Arsenal this upcoming summer? And please keep in mind, Hincapie is a loan deal signing with an option to buy for 45 million, as well as we still have Ben White, who is squad depth and a quality player, whether it's at right back or center back. I'm going to start with Bargav because he's the Arsenal fan on the panel, and then I'm going to go to Jordan. Bargav, take it away.
Yeah, so I think there's what 5 teams that could be interested potentially in Guehi. So you have Arsenal, who they suppose. So it's reported today that he's um, that Arsenal retaining interest. I feel like it could if it happens, it happens in the summer. But I think Ben White will be like you mentioned. Ben White is probably. I think Ben White will be sold next summer.
So
So
you're thinking he's going to be sold this coming summer,
this
2026?
coming summer, yeah. I mean, as a big club, you got to be constantly upgrading, and
Hi,
you got
Mr.
to be
Pal. How you doing?
you got to constantly be upgrading. So
So
in
this
that
guy has
sense,
6 months left on his deal. 25-year-old international. Why not give Hincapie back to and please put your feelings aside. Feelings aside, give Hincapie back to Leverkusen. Keep Ben White and bring
uh,
Guehi for cover.
because of the left sided uh, because of the left sided situation.
True, good point. For me,
And
this is an
then
opportunity that Arsenal should take advantage of. Do you guys remember the summer window that just passed, 2025 summer window? We signed a pre-contract with what's that guy's name? Ato. Jason Ato, I think his name was. The guy that took over after Edu left shortly. And we did a pre-contract for Zubamendi to sign for Arsenal. As Liverpool were also interested in the race for Zubamendi. We ended up getting his signature by doing a pre-contract with him because he had 6 months left of his deal. And I also want to say you can approach the player's camp, like Guehi's camp, because he has 6 months left of his deal. It's not like you're poaching the player too early. Like you can't get dinged
no,
for that. And I don't know when the new financial period is, FFP wise, and like those restrictions. That's why I think we're not going to sign anyone in January because of FFP and financial reasons. That fiscal period, I mean, like when you're looking at balancing the books, I don't think we'll bring in any incomings this window. But I think what we would do business wise is we loan out Ethan Waneri and potentially Lewis Skelly. Would you agree with those two deals being and possibly a pre-contract in the summer for Guehi? If that was your Arsenal transfer window for January, what are you rating it?
I think it would be. I think it would be about a 7 or 8 because we didn't stand still, and we got good minutes. We're getting Ethan good minutes. If we loaned out Lewis Skelly, I don't know if I'll be happy. I think we actually need him, um, potentially. I don't just based on how injured we can get. It would be nice just to have
And we're still in all
Lewis
cups
Skelly.
as we're speaking right now. We're still in
Exactly.
all cups.
I don't think Lewis Kelly is the player to loan out. I don't know. I don't think he's the player to loan out personally. Um, as far as Guehi coming in, uh, Yeah, he could. It could work. The other teams that are interested in him are obviously City. They could use him. If they, in the past they've shown their willingness in January to bring in new players. Like they bought Marmouche in January. Um, so it could happen. I could see Guehi going there, but the other I think I don't know how much being in London matters to Guehi personally, so I can't really talk about that part.
Yeah,
Bayern supposedly interested, but I think they were gonna wait till the summer.
I saw that news
Um,
with Bayern. I don't think they have the money to do
but
it.
I think Barcelona's cooled off. I think that's Barcelona. Barcelona, I think were at one
Barca
point
just got
interested.
Cancelo, right, on a loan.
Yeah, they
Like
just got Cancelo
they
on
just got
loan.
Cancelo. You know, regardless of his age, for Joao Cancelo, he's a quality player. Like you guys seen what he offered
Yeah,
at Man City. I think that's a good signing for Barca. And market opportunity wise, he already wanted to leave Saudi and come back. So for me, that's a good deal. Good deal of business. And
yeah. I mean,
probably
a
won't.
lot of people, a lot of people wanted to um, keep him where he was at. But
Yeah.
as far as Liverpool goes, that's the interesting one because I think they were really interested in him and it fell apart. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to revisit that. I don't know if Liverpool want to revisit that. I don't know if
You could also wait. Like it seems like Liverpool are ready to wait till the summer. Till like in the
yes,
summer, his contract runs out. He would be a free agent essentially.
yeah, but you still. I mean, which is a good thing. You just get a better you get a better deal, obviously, on both
But at the
sides.
same
Like
time, more clubs will
players
be.
get players get a better deal, and like club pays less. So
Yeah.
if it happens,
Sorry, go ahead, Barga.
yeah, I mean, it's all up in the air for him. I think whoever puts in this situation, I feel like whoever puts the first move, and I feel like if Man City come in, I kind of I wonder if he'll actually do it. I wonder if he'll do it or if he'll ask questions about whether Pep is going to stay. I mean, there's going to be other stuff up in the
At the
air with
moment, I recall reading that Enzo Maresca was the in the front line to
Yeah.
replace Pep Guardiola from City.
I mean, I also heard that they're trying to bring Gold Palmer back to like Man City, but
Wow.
yeah, you got to take things with a grain of salt. You
Chelsea
got to
and
take
City
certain
have
things with a
very
grain
good
of salt.
academy.
Like
It's a shame. But
personally,
Jordan, I'll go over to you. Sorry, go ahead, Barga.
yeah, personally, I don't. Personally, this transfer's up in the air. I think whoever puts their chips on the table first, I think will probably get him. But it's just a matter of like if a team's really willing to put it down like City does, I think he might go there. This because he wouldn't want to like he wouldn't want to like ruin it with Palace by staying like 6 months. They'll
Yeah.
get a transfer fee. So if Man City go and put it down, I think he'll go.
He
Personally,
has 6 months left of his deal. If he was going to renew a contract with Palace, he would have already done it by now. That's
yeah.
what I answered the question.
No, I think he's pissed off at the situation last year. So
Yeah, like he wanted to
yeah,
move last year, and they held him out, and you see what's happened to Palace. I think I still think they'll get back into Europe. Like they're trying to win the Europa League. Man, that's
yeah.
horrible. What happened to them? They got demoted, and yeah, it's a shame. They were made an example by the league instead of, and you see what's happening with City. Like we still don't know the situation with 115 charges. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But Jordan, over to you. I want to ask you because Liverpool are also in the run with Guehi, and you were calling out for him for the high horses. You said, "I don't want Isak. I've already got Ekitike. I'm not trying to be greedy. Just give me Marc Guehi because our two center backs have bozo moments with Konate, and sometimes you've seen it in Van Dijk with them struggling to defend. Liverpool's defense, we did it in the preview a few days ago. Bargav even said your defense is shaky and you can't trust your defense. Um, sometimes your defense is the one that's costing you a lot of goals. So I want to ask you, how do you feel that there's news out there from a reliable, credible journalist in David Ornstein that says Liverpool are still in the race for Marc Guehi? But keep in mind, there's other Premier League teams above you in the league right now that are also after him.
Yeah, I know it's that Man City is also after him, Pep Guardiola's team. For me, Mark Gay, yeah, indeed, we really need him at Liverpool because of what Ibu can well yeah they can't see that goals. Yeah, we need someone that really can defend. We need someone that really because teams now are starting to figure us out as champions and after defending now for us to really defend and really do well by defending indeed it's not really working properly but we need Mark Guehi and this is was the player that I really needed and Liverpool fans like I heard like yeah Chris will have absolutely big up to Flicks despite he's not here. I think he will absolutely take Mark Gay at Liverpool and the rest. But for me, I will have take Mark Gay indeed over Alexander Isak because Mark Gay we will have probably rotate indeed because we know when Ebo get the yellow card we want to say if we have Mark Gay we will have probably used him because we're trying to protect Konate from another booking, another yellow card suspension. Indeed, so that would have helped us at defense, but we didn't get Mark Gay. We get Isaac instead. And now looking at his contract running out, indeed, yeah, it looks to me like summer. Yeah, yeah, Man City is also looking for him as well. And just got the Bournemouth player indeed in playing final game for them, no doubt. So big up Simonio. So yeah, so for me, I would have take Mark Guehi. I would have take Mark Guehi because he would have do very well for us at defense. No doubt, really will help Van Dijk there. Even the game that we played yesterday, he will have probably help us to really defend properly without and we will have beat Palace with him in our squad last year. So yeah, he will have done very well. He will have been the next captain for us. He will have lead by example. But we don't have Mark Gay. But this is a great chance for us to really get him at Liverpool. But it's not looking like we're going to get him. It looks to me like he's going to be the light blues of Man City at this moment.
I think
In
he'll
that
be ready for it, for his signature. I don't think there'll be an issue um with his with us signing him. I think that's something we could get done, but it's a matter of whether we wait till the summer or do it now. Rosie, thank you very much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. Very kind of you. Big up to Rosie, and the sticker says good vibes, which is what we're all about. Except for yesterday's performance, because we were fuming. And if you guys didn't already watch, we were on Tony Claude Gunner TV, his match review, which was at the end of his watch along, and also True Gooner on Josh's watch along match review. And then on Luca's channel as well. Big up to Luca in the chat. I know Don's got eliminated on penalties by Oxford in the FA Cup. Bargav, do you think we're gonna make any incoming signings this January window? And same thing for Jordan. Do you think Liverpool are gonna sign anyone other than kids this January window?
looking at this, I don't really know. The only one person I know very well is from the Chelsea Academy, Rio. He's the only one that I know. I don't know. No, all of these kids, 17 years old.
Yeah.
Uh, it's only for me. I'm very used to Rio, without, and also I'm happy that he officially signed a new a professional contract for us and all. But getting youngster kids like from Australia, Senegal, I don't know none of these players and all. I never watched them before, so I don't know nothing about these. If it was someone different, indeed, like what we are talking about, Mark Gay, I will have do a stream about him on Matchula transfer stream. Indeed, I'm not doing a stream about 17-year-old kids. If it indeed, because I don't know these kids indeed, and yeah, anybody that we want to really want to see if we can go into the summer transfer window to really get we need to get a center back. We need a proper
Yeah.
center back.
I
We
think
don't
that's
need
what Liverpool should
kids.
prioritize the centre back.
We don't need kids. We need and also we need a proper right back. We need the RB as well. We need to really because of what happened to Bradley yesterday. We need to get with a right back no doubt. So you gotta be really need to get in some signings at Liverpool no doubt in the before the deadline day this month. So
Um,
yeah.
Bargav, same thing with you. I feel like everybody's kind of deflated after yesterday's poor performance, and then today we get this Saka new deal was signed a long time ago, like in 2025. And I don't know why they waited till after a poor result against Liverpool to drop Saka's new contract extension. But we are going to move into that topic. Let me just share my screen for that. David Ornstein also reported Saka's new deal, which was already done a while ago, as I just mentioned. Bargav, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Saka, so before Saka, it used to be Kai Havertz that was the highest earned player at Arsenal. Now, at the moment, I believe it is Bukayo Saka with this contract extension. There was also news today of your boy, number 29, Kai Havertz, and Declan Rice. They are working in the background, according to Gunner Blog, that they're working on contract extensions for those two players as well. Which, I'm not Berta's biggest fan, but you got to give credit when and where it's due that this guy has done the due diligence of getting players' contract extensions wrapped up early. You know why? Because the previous Arsenal of the old regime under Edu Gaspar and co, we would let players run down their contract or be in the final year of their contract where the players have more player power. And that's something of the past, and it needs to stay in the past. So, Bargav, how do you feel about Saka's new deal? It's a new 5-year improved contract with increased wages, and he's signed until 2031. And how do you feel about Saka this season? Do you feel like he's been at his best?
Yeah, I think. Okay, so with Saka, I think some of our fan base has like unrealistic expectations of him. Uh, I think they expect him to be another two or three more levels above than he is already. But he's still. I mean, it's our wish that he gets there. But as far as his performances go, I think this contract merits like what he's done for Arsenal so far. Uh, I think he has been our star boy and a star player in like so many games. So I think over the year, across what he's done for like many years, I think this contract is well deserved and he deserves to be our highest paid player.
So you're looking at the
So
overall picture rather than just 2025.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I don't particularly think they do it that. I think they look at the whole body of work in that
Yes.
sense and whatnot. Now, the issue that will come up with this is now obviously the expectation is going to go up of Saka once again. You gotta every time someone signs a new contract, the expectations change again. We'll see if he fulfills it or not, but he's earned this contract, so congrats to him. Hopefully,
Yes.
his performances don't drop off, which I don't see it happening, but you never know because a lot of the times when people get like big money, it can go one of two ways, and fans could get on his back just as quickly.
Yeah, very good point
Uh,
to mention. And sorry, go ahead, Bargav.
No, but for now, that's that. As far as like Berta goes and him tying up the contracts, that should have. You're right. That should stay in the past. Like what he's doing is correct. It'll be interesting what he does with the Jesus situation, and going forward, we'll see what he does with that and how he manages that this summer. And it'll also be interesting to see how he deals with some of the other fringe players in the club in the summertime.
Yeah, the
But for
summertime
now,
will have lone players that would likely be sold.
yeah, somebody has to go to make way. Like it's
Yes.
just as a big club, you have to be constantly upgrading the squad if you can. You can't stand still at all because teams will catch up. Teams teams are competing all across Europe for the best talent still. So you still got to find a way to like get the best talent all across Europe into your team and not stay stagnant. So that's my take on that.
So, do you think we make any incoming signings this window other than a possible?
No,
So
no.
you're
Just the
no.
way Arsenal move, just the way Arsenal move. I don't see it. I think they had. I think I find that they kind of like to invest in players. So if they bought it, if they bring them in the summertime, and they love to like go for it. But I think they're pretty happy with the squad we have, and
Yes.
I can't see another player coming in. Although I would love a player, it would be such a good bonus because
What
we
position?
could use what position? A midfielder. Midfielder,
Yeah. Someone like Buati would have been nice.
a
Are you
creative,
Buati?
like yeah.
Uh, he's he's from Lille.
Well, yeah, well, I think a player like that will wait. A player like that will wait, but
He's available in January. That's the thing. Like that's
is
a
it?
high quality player, but I don't think we'll spend the money in January. The thing is with Kroenke is even like summer of 2025, we have to get better at selling players. We've always been like I think our second highest sale is Smith Rowe and then Chamberlain. Like that's bad. That's a bad record as a top six club to that your top sales are Chamberlain and Smith Rowe. That's not a good representation. We struggle to sell players that still have value, and eventually, by the time we end up getting rid of these players, we're terminating their contracts on mutual consent or selling them for £5.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like that is a thing of the past, but I think the issue with that, like in the past, was we weren't making big money from like uh our position in the table, or we weren't like progressing in the Champions League. So I think for now, I think it's more sustainable for us,
Yeah.
just based on our revenue. And so in the years past, we when we complained about that, we were making like we were in the Europa League. We were out of the Champions League picture.
So
So
yeah.
so that extra money that we have, like even people, even like Tottenham supporters and like Man U supporters are like, where are you getting all this money? It's this is what happens when you make when you do better, you actually get a little bit more, and the fan base also grows in I know people hate that. Like some people love the global fans, and then they hate the global fans.
Oh yeah.
But but
I feel like that's always going to be divided between people who want to gatekeep international football and a big club like the Arsenal. You know.
yeah, but you have to. I mean, still, like a lot of that, a lot of those sponsorship deals and whatnot, fans do play somewhat of a role. Like
Yeah.
we, shirt sales are through the roof
Well,
of
definitely, especially when you're
of Arsenal. So
um.
I think it's more sustainable, but I don't see Arsenal doing anything because I think they are very happy with the squad, and I think Josh is very happy with how sustainable things are. So I don't think he's gonna, unless he really feels like something could get us over the line. It would be the time to do it, but I don't see it.
I also think we'll wait till the summer to make major signings, but I do think this pre-contract for Marc Guehi would very much be something we are open to, especially for the fact that we've been interested in him for a while. Like it's not just a name out of the blue because City are after him. That's a player that we've scouted, and I'm pretty sure we've been, as David Ornstein said himself, long held interest. So I think that's something that's likely to happen. But if you're asking me of a player for January, then I would say no. And I would also even go one step further to say don't get your hopes up, because I don't think Arsenal would be. I don't think we would do that.
No, I agree.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Jordan as well. Do you think you guys will make any signings in January? The signing that you signed recently a few days ago, it's for your under 21s. So I can't really count that as a first team signing because he's not going to play for your first team. The Senegalese kid, he's not for the first team. It's for your under 21 academy. So I can't really say that's someone you signed for the January transfer window. It doesn't count.
Mm. Okay, let's that. Oh, well, you're gonna play academy.
You know, the guy more his name is more Ndiaye, the Senegalese international from he's for the under 21s deal. He had a really good games at the U17 World Cup in Qatar, and And I think that's only for the academy. So you can't really say that's a signing for your first team. It doesn't count. Hi,
Well,
Jose. How you doing?
well, then we need to find someone that can be in the first team. We need to sign someone that can really, like, someone that can we really can bring into our first team squad. So indeed, because we're noticing that West Ham and Bournemouth are interested in Freddie at this moment. So
Asa, yeah.
indeed, if he goes on loan, that telling me that we need to put him on loan because I was watching the game yesterday and I was wondering where is this guy on the field? This guy has rescued us a couple times in every game that we played in, and where is he? So if we're not using him, put him on loan. The same thing that we do when Taki Minimi was playing for us. We sent him on loan to Southampton, and where is he right now? Monaco. So if we're not gonna play the player that we have, put them on loan.
Yeah,
That will
kind of like the
help
same
him.
situation we have with Ethan Waneri. We signed Eze, and before yesterday, Eze didn't play a single game of football until 1 month before, which was in December, which is pathetic to be saying. Um, it's the same situation where you don't want to kill the player's confidence. Um, what about yesterday? Got Arteta thought he needed a center back for fuck's sake. Somali Yang. Hi, how are you doing? Well, yeah, with the Hincapie situation, I guess that's what he's talking about. With the Hincapie situation, Jordan and Bargav, what we found out today was he still has to undergo scans according to Ryan Taylor Sport. We don't know the situation of what those results are from the scans. I think we won't hear anything till Monday. And that's just my understanding of the situation. But what I heard was he felt discomfort in his hamstring, and we don't know if it's a hamstring injury, if it's a tear, or if it's ligament damage. All we were told was he would get scanned, and we would have to wait to find out the results of the scan. Um, so this is what it came out to from the Hincapie injury yesterday during the Liverpool game. And keep in mind, on the other side, Liverpool lost Connor Bradley to injury. We did talk about that yesterday in the game, but according to Ryan Taylor from the Daily Mirror, he tweeted out that Hincapie will undergo scans, fears that he suffered a potential hamstring injury. I am not saying this is a hamstring injury for sure. I'm not rage baiting or fear mongering the fan base. That's the last thing I want to do. Um, I just think this is something we need to wait to get proper notice on what the tests were, what the scans were, and to know whether it's something he can recover from short term or if it's a long term injury. But I still think we will be fine because I was told last week that Calafiore would be back in another 3 weeks. With and then Mosquera, we don't have an exact update other than Arteta saying he'll be back soon. Yes, Mr. B. Wrexham knocked out Forest in penalties. Jose, yes, we are moving for Guehi in January. It would be, if we were to get him in January, it would be simply a pre-contract for the summer, just like when we signed Zubamendi. We did a pre-contract for him to come to Arsenal in the summer. When a player has 6 months left on their deal, it's you're able to approach the player's camp, and it's only a 40 million pound fee right now for Guehi. But as Bargav said, so many other teams are in the race for him, so it's not set in stone that Arsenal would sign him. In the meantime, both of us aren't really confident that our clubs would do business in January. Typically, it's not common that Arsenal do business in January. I think we would be seeing more outgoings than incomings, if anything. And by outgoings, I mean loan moves for Waneri to go on loan. We talked about it yesterday at the end of our match review. Bargab was saying how we did the same thing for William Saliba. When Saliba was first at Arsenal, we loaned him out 3 times before he came back to the Emirates and proved himself into this team. And I think that's the way we should go for Waneri, see how his loan goes, assess assess um, assess the situation, and then continue from there. We're struggling to see players like Eze get into this team, so I don't really understand how people think Ethan Waneri can walk into the team. Dantrum, how you doing, my brother? I know you really enjoyed the hate watch yesterday, um, with you being an Aston Villa fan, man. And love from South Africa. Big up, Sane Masuka. A big up, panel. New on the channel. Love from South Africa. Thanks so much for tuning in all the way from South Africa. Um, you guys have probably stayed up very late to watch the game, late hours of the night to watch that Arsenal performance yesterday. But Bargav, we have a game against Portsmouth coming up, and Liverpool playing Barnsley on Monday. Jordan will be joining me on the watch along. I think Bargab will be on Tony Claude Gunner TV for his Portsmouth.
No, he's not. He's not gonna have one.
Oh, okay. So you can join me if you want.
Yeah.
But we'll be doing it on my channel here. We'll be doing the watch along for the game on Sunday. For you guys in the UK, it would be tomorrow due to the time difference. But we're playing Portsmouth away. Let's see how well the Gunners can do on the road, and more importantly, what lineup we'll use. I think we should rotate the team. So I'm gonna ask Bargav first. What lineup do you think Mikel Arteta would put out for the game against Portsmouth, and how do you feel the game will go?
Yeah. So it's a big game. Obviously, it's a FA Cup game. So I think we're going to rotate the squads. I think we're gonna rotate the squads. It's gonna be an interesting game. As far as the squads go, yeah, we're going. I'd expect Madueke and Eze to start. I'd expect Jesus to start. Martinelli will probably be there. Um, one of Zubamendi and Rice to be there. Marino's probably going to be the other one. Marino's going to be there, huh? And then yeah, Madueke, and then who else in the midfield? Who else would So it'd probably be like yeah, Norgard. I expect Norgard there.
Yeah.
Then as far as the defense goes, Lewis Skelly, Timber would probably be rested, but Ben White is not. He's currently not there yet, right? On coming back.
He's on the bench. He made the bench in the last game against Liverpool.
So yeah, I'd expect Ben White to get some minutes. Kepa's gonna be there, and then yeah, I'd probably say one of Gabriel and Saliba. I think that he loves to just.
You think Kepa's gonna start?
Yeah, Kepa's gonna start. Yeah.
So Riot gets a rest before we play Chelsea in the League Cup, essentially.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like Riot's gonna get a rest. What do you? More so.
Okay. Before I ask Jordan his lineup for Liverpool Barnsley, and sorry, what's your score prediction? How do you think the game will go, Bargav?
I'm expecting a 3-1 game.
3-1 Arsenal away from
very hopeful, but yeah, 3-1. I'm gonna say 3-1.
Okay, fair.
They should be able to. They should be good enough to get the job done.
Oh, 100%, Mr. B. Arteta should release the handbrake for this one, shouldn't he? 100%. If we can't beat Portsmouth, holy smokes, it's gonna be meltdown in the Arsenal fan base, folks. Any news on Max Dowman? No, we haven't heard back about his injury updates, and in fact, no one seems to ask Arteta about the updates for Dowman or Calafiori, which is really frustrating, especially the Calafiori one. But
Dowman's out till February.
He got injured in an academy game, so I think he's out for a while. He got injured in an under-21 game, Masuka. I'm going to give you my lineup. It's quite similar to yours, Bargav, but this is my Arsenal lineup going into the Portsmouth game. I know we should have done a preview separate to the transfer show, but I just wanted to touch upon it briefly. I don't think I'm going to be doing a preview for the FA Cup game. I'll just do a watch along and review after. So this is my lineup. I'm gonna go with a 4-3-3. Kepa and goal. Ben White to start. Marley Salmon. Gabriel. I'm giving Saliba a rest, and just like Bargav said, play one or the other, because they need some leadership in that defensive role. My midfield. I'm playing Lewis Skelly. I'm giving him minutes. My midfield is then Norgard, Marino, and Eze coming back into the lineup. And then my front three is Ethan Waneri, Jesus, and Martinelli. I would even change the Martinelli for Madueke, but because Madueke came on in the last minutes, 17 minutes or so of the Liverpool game, he might start this game. But this is the lineup that I would do going into the Portsmouth game. um, I'm going 3-0 Arsenal win, same as you. I think this should be a game where Arsenal use this to get momentum and some of the senior players to get a rest. That's the key thing. Jordan, over to you. For your game, you're playing Barnsley on Monday, and Liverpool. I don't think you will have Mohamed Salah back by then. He has an AFCON game tomorrow for Egypt. So, what was your lineup? What is your lineup you would play for Barnsley? Your predicted lineup. What do you think Arne Slot will put out there for the Barnsley game? As you know, there's injuries to your boy Connor Bradley. So and Isak is injured. So I think so Isak, Endo, Bradley, and Leone are out injured for Liverpool. So keep that in mind. But do you think Allison starts or gets a rest?
Um, yes. For me, we will rotate on Monday. Yes. Allison. Yes, he will be resting. We have Muhammad Ashavili on the bench, so he will be in goal. Right back here, we know. Yeah, I saw what happened to Bradley yesterday. I was watching the game, so that means that Frimpong would be at right back. I mean, maybe Joe Gomez. I have to see the lineup on out Monday when I'm going live in because I have to know the lineup. So yeah, at defense, yeah, Giovanni is out. Yeah, that looks to me like we should go with the experience at defense. So that means that Robertson will start against Barnsley as our vice captain at left back. So that means that the front three will be looking good. I think that we might use Cody at left
Oh yeah.
and Rio at right,
Okay.
and so Gakpo left, Fed as a center forward and Rio as a right wing. Because
Yeah.
we need to give him the gaming time as well. Because he's been on the bench and watching us playing, so you need to get some gaming time. So I think that we will have to give him some gaming time. We know what Gakpo can do. He scored in the Carabao Cup. He loves to score in cups. These kind of stuff. I know he now love to show up in. And also Dom. I think that yes, Dom will be in midfield for us come Monday. So Dom and McAllister will be there. So we'll be having players that we have to put out experience to really deliver for us to again this Barnes team. This Barnes team, I don't know much about them. I don't know their
Nah, they're
players.
very much
So,
lower. We should be beating them
yeah,
comfortably.
I think that
Don't be
we
worried.
this
We
could
should beat
be
them comfortably.
yeah, I think this would be an easy win for us
Yeah.
before take on Burnley at home in the Premier League. So I think Gakpo will be look Gakpo needs after we didn't see him steps up yesterday. And I think this is the opportunity for him now to really have a chance over the left wing, cut in and score goal in it. So yeah, this is going to look so good for him to really step up. He have great goals, goal. He have lots of he scored goals in this FA Cup before last year before we got kicked out by Plymouth out of the FA Cup because he did score and help us almost reached to going to the knockout to the next round of the quarterfinals. But this is we need to make it to the fourth round, and this is where we're going to have to start it off now. And if Ronald Slot really want us to really get back to winning ways, and if he wants to get his job, um, to be at the dugout for us straight until the end of the season. You have to make us start winning games, and this is where we're going to start right now. Playing Barnsley at home
What's your
is good
score
for us.
prediction, Jordan?
Yeah, this would be an interesting one for me because I'm going for a 2-0 win for my team, Liverpool. Gakpo and Dam. So yeah, I think Dam with a screamer. Maybe if he doesn't, but he can come up with something special for us in that game. So yeah, 2-0 for my club, Liverpool. Now make it go through to the next round of the FA Cup, fourth round.
Rosie, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Rosie, stop wasting your money on me, Rosie. Very generous of you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Rosie, that was what he should be.
Money on me.
Rosie,
I really appreciate you guys tuning in and showing your support. You could be doing anything else right now on a Friday night, but you're locked in here, tuned in to Arsenal's transfer news show. Thanks, Rosie. And we are going to wrap up the show shortly. We've been going on for 45 minutes, and there's good hockey games and basketball on right now. If you guys don't know, you're going to get to know that I like more than just soccer and football, as it's called. Uh,
same,
Masunta
same
says
with
that
me.
Liverpool team looks so imbalanced. However, I understand the spirit of rotation. Yeah, they're I guess what's Liverpool is they're trying to get back on track, and soon they have Burnley at home. But then again, you can say the same thing. You thought Leeds would be an easy game for Liverpool at Anfield, and you guys saw what happened with that Leeds team, especially Dominic Calvert-Lewin turning up. He's
Oh,
fine return now so far. I know Mr. Tom would be happy and is happy with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, pretty much
yeah,
saving Daniel Farka's job and Aronson as well. Big up to
that
Lewis
was
for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in and locked in right now, whether you're watching on Twitter or on YouTube. We appreciate it. Next week, we'll be live for the Carabao Cup midweek. I believe Jordan's joining me for that for Chelsea. We're
yes, I
doing
am.
Chelsea
I am.
midweek, and we're going to be
Yes.
streaming it on Joshua's channel, True Gooner. And then
Mm-hmm.
we'll do the reaction after the game on the 14th, which is next Wednesday.
Yeah.
I will be doing a preview for the Chelsea game, perhaps on Tuesday or Monday. So please keep your notifications on or stay tuned for that. All my social media is Miss Melina. If you want to follow me and interact with me there, as long as you're respectful, I do reply to any football related comments and discussion, as Vargav likes to call it, debate. And I guess we'll be on Tony Claude's channel midweek. He'll do the Carabao Cup game. Bargav will be on there. Bargav is a regular on Tony Claude Gunner TV, but he does go on other Arsenal fan channels. He doesn't have a channel of his own. And then we'll be back after Chelsea. We played Nottingham Forest away from home at the City Ground. Hopefully, Arsenal will get back to winning ways away from home. Our performances have not necessarily been the greatest this season. Hi, Tyrone. How are you doing? I do need to message you because I would like to have you on my channel, please, for a Chelsea preview for the Carabao Cup tie. So hopefully we can schedule that. And if you have some free
Yes,
time, I would love to have
yes,
you on
sir.
for a
Yes,
preview.
sir.
Guys,
I
we're
was,
go live today on Jordan's channel, on Jay's channel for WWE, but we completely missed and forgot that WWE
yeah,
is in Germany. So we fumbled the bag on that one, and Jay had to delete his watch along. We were supposed to be doing a wrestling stream tonight instead of football, but we had to quickly U-turn and change things up. We forgot that SmackDown was in Germany tonight, in Berlin. Unfortunately, we missed everything, and we've just seen that Drew McIntyre has beat. Okay, I'm not gonna ruin it now because Dan Travone. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, we missed it, and it got wrecked for us too. We figured out the hard way that we missed SmackDown. So that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it was a crazy episode, 3 stages of hell, and I know Jordan will be doing WrestleMania and Royal Rumble coming up. Royal Rumble coming up soon. But yeah, we didn't know it was in Germany. So what the hell? They should give us a heads up beforehand. This is non-football related right
exactly.
now. So
That's
I know
true.
some of you guys don't like wrestling, but Jay was supposed to do a watch along. So unfortunately, we had to change plans. But guys, thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Bargav, any last words before we close out the show tonight, my friend?
Nah, just hope that they get back to winning ways, and hoping for some good results this month because we're gonna need them.
Yeah, 4 away games on the road, folks, starting with Portsmouth. And as you can see on the right hand side, Portsmouth away, Chelsea away, Nottingham Forest away, and Inter Milan away on the road. How many points do you think Arsenal will get out of those 4?
Marseille.
Forest could be tough.
Wow.
That they like to play bigger teams surprisingly, so they could bring it. That I'm gonna say we will get away with that one. Who's the other? Who's the others?
Portsmouth, Chelsea away. It's a second
Yeah,
leg.
but Portsmouth isn't 3 points. You have to win that one. You have to win Portsmouth. So
Always up easy.
Chelsea
Chelsea
away,
could
no
be
Barella.
Chelsea could be a little bit of a grind. I think we will get through the first. I think we'll get through the first leg though.
The second leg we play
But,
at home.
The second leg we play at home. Yeah, so I
6
think it.
points.
I think it could be a draw for that one in the first
4
leg, and
points.
then
Okay.
we win it. We win it in the second.
Okay, so 4 points. Forest away.
Those aren't. You don't get points in those games. You have to win.
Oh yeah. Forest, we said draw, right?
Yeah, Forest, I'll say draw.
4 points.
Uh,
Inter Milan away.
No. Sorry, Forest win. I'll say Forest win. But
6 points. One Tali, how you doing, my friend? I saw your stream earlier today on 5 rounds. It's good to see you guys streaming again for the new year. I wish all of you guys a happy new year as well. And then Bargav, Inter Milan away from home.
yeah, so Inter Milan. I think we could afford. I think we can afford a draw. So I'll take a draw there. But we will win at the very end. We'll win at the end, and we'll still top the Champions League.
So now I'm gonna flip.
Marc.
This to Jay. Jay, your next 4
Yeah.
fixtures. You ready?
Yes.
Your next 4 fixtures.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I want to hear 3 points, draw or loss. Okay, your next 4 fixtures.
Yeah,
Burnley
go.
at home,
Simple, easy win.
3 points. Marseille away from home,
Jesus of mercy. I don't read on. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will score against us. That is if we go that strong. We might lose. Well, could win. Yeah, we're gonna have to win that game. So yeah, win.
You're sticking to a win. Wow. Marseille away from home, Bournemouth away from home.
Easy. We not worry about. Bye bye, Simone. You're at Manchester City. Have a good day. So easy with us.
And then friggin' Carabag Wi-Fi password at Anfield.
Easy 1, 2, 3.
So you're going
Yeah.
all wins. Jordan,
The only game I think we could lose is Man City.
that's not your next
That's all.
four, though. That's after.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah. I just
Well, yeah.
need your first 4, your upcoming next 4 fixtures, Jordan.
I think for me, if we go strong against Marseille in the Champions League before my birthday, well, I want a good nice win so we can just have it there. And yeah, Bournemouth for me. Milos Kirkes. I want him to be benched.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, he's not really good.
Robert, no, he needs to learn. He needs to get some time to really
Robertson,
know
yeah.
to defend.
He's old, though.
Because yeah, getting beat, you need to really run back. Bournemouth is gonna be a good team, and I saw what the guys did against Bournemouth. And Carrot, that's gonna be our next one again because I saw what Real Madrid did to them, smashed them up by 5 goals thanks
Play
to
them after Inter.
Kamavinga.
Shit,
So, I think-
he's broken. I agree with you on that, Steve. I'm
Hey,
really
Steve,
proud of my
Steve,
prediction.
see you in this. See you in me, bro. See you in me.
Weekend,
Yeah, we will-
Rangers Aberdeen this weekend. Aberdeen playing Rangers on Sunday. Good luck to the Rangers. Celtic, I think Celtic could be looking at Caleb Wilson. Would be a good signing for Celtic in the SPFL, but that's one to watch for those of you that like the SPFL. Thanks to everyone who tuned in: Moss, Ashik, Louis, Ty, Jose, Anthony Herbert, Wantali, Rosie, Dantrum, Steve. I know that
Dante.
people hate watching. Tyrell, and new subscriber Masuka, all the way from South Africa. Um,
Oh, that me. Oh, boy, thanks, man.
Mr. Zhao, he was here earlier. Arsenal Perspective. Thanks to everyone who locked in today. We will be live on Sunday for the watch along for the Portsmouth game with a stacked panel. I think Bargav's joining me as well. I set up the stream already for that. So if you haven't already left a like on there, it is scheduled. If you haven't seen our reaction and breakdown of the Liverpool draw yesterday night with Jay on the panel, Bargav Relentless, it was a relentless review uncapping draw against Liverpool in a boring second half. But you can find that on the right side of my channel under my latest videos. And we'll see you all Sunday for the FA Cup third round match away from home against Portsmouth. Thanks all for tuning in. And thank you, Rosie, for the super chats. Thanks to Tyrone. I will be hitting you up. I would like to get you on for a Chelsea preview for the Carabao Cup at Stamford Bridge.
Big up time.
And big up everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bargav, thank you for joining me as well. You guys want to shout out your channels? I know I put Jay's in the chat already.
For me, guys, tomorrow is AFCON, Algeria, Nigeria. Well, Mara is against Victor Osimhen and the King of Egypt, man. So I think we could have a good semi-finals in the AFCON, and also we'll be having Barcelona and Real Madrid will be playing on Sunday. We're gonna be there as well, so me and Josh will be doing that watch along, and then what I'll be doing watch along for the game between Ornstein and Liverpool. But episode 12 of Red Talk, guys, is on Monday indeed. So yeah, road to 3K subscribers. Thanks to everyone.
And Bargav's Twitter, if you guys want to drop a follow.
Indeed, I reached 2.5K subscribers. If anyone knows, just check out my preview for the game that we played this year, Arsenal against Liverpool, and it was an awesome show on Wednesday. But this probably was a boring game yesterday, but yeah, indeed.
Congratulations, Jordan. Senegal to win AFCON. I hope Nigeria wins AFCON, but it's gonna be great. Nigeria is playing Algeria tomorrow. Senegal, Sadio Mane's team, Jordan's rooting for. Thanks, folks, for tuning in today. I appreciate it. We'll be live later on Sunday afternoon for the FA Cup third round against Portsmouth. Until then, we'll see you all next time. Adios, everybody.
Adios.
Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your evening and your weekend. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. If I did leave anyone's name out, it's nothing personal. Shout out to everyone who joined and took your time to tune in, whether it be on Twitter or on YouTube. Adios for now. Take care.
Mm-hmm.